Okay, here we are in Moss Deep City's gym.
Oh, more teleporters.
This gym is full of psychic-type trainers. You can skip all these trainers with, clever usage of the, block-moving puzzle. I got sick of doing that, so I just beat them all off screen. And now I'm just going to blitz through this goddamn stupid puzzle. I hate it. I'm pretty sure Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire actually have a different puzzle that involve warp pads, but here in Emerald you have to shuffle trainers around, which often involves accidentally running into them.
Just fight everybody anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's what I did. It's good for experience. Anyways, Tate and Liza, these two gym leaders kind of have a gimmick, a very unique gimmick, across pretty much all the Pokemon games. A, that they're children, or at least they are in the remakes.
Yeah, they're children.
B, that they're a double battle. Wow, they sure did have their thunder stolen by, every other gym leader in this ROM hack, who were double battles anyway. Whoops.
Oh, hey, it's Chimecho.
Oh, well, hey,
The Bell of the Dead!
I would say the worst Pokemon, but this Chimecho, when it uses Tail Glow, can actually screw me up pretty bad, so I'm not gonna tempt fate with that.
I remember the only Chimecho thing I know is that James had one in the cartoon.
He does.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. James really liked that Pokemon.
The weird thing about James in the Pokemon anime is that he was a villain, but he was he's like the best trainer in that show. He loves his Pokemon more than any other character in that show, and I've never understood that creative decision.
Well, mostly they just felt bad after giving him Victory Bell.
Maybe so, possibly. Anyways, I've kind of filled my team up with a lot of Psychics and even a couple of Dark-type Pokemon just so I can have straight-up immunities to the Psychics because they could be a nightmare, and that's why I'm throwing out a lot of confusion as well.
Who is your favorite Jesse and James Pokemon?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably Mimikyu. If we're talking newest season, Mimikyu owns. I love Mimikyu.
I was just talking overall. I'd have to say... Personally, for me, my favorite is Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet, also great, yeah.
Wobbuffet is the Psyduck of Team Rocket.
He just appears and upsets everybody, but that's why he's great.
I remember when, the first episode she got him, and she just absolutely destroyed Ash until it just didn't work anymore, and Ash finally figured out how to beat him.
And she's like, oh, whoops, you're a one-trick pony. Oh, well.
Well, two, actually.
Oh, well, yeah. A physical counter or a special counter, end of. Anyways, I'm really getting lucky with the RNG here and the, enemies being too confused to fight back. Because these guys could probably punk me in one hit.
Alright, Shadow the Hedgehog, eat that ghost. Eat it. Chomp down on it.
Get murdered. Okay, Girafarig, normal and a psychic type, so that really just leaves it with more weaknesses than anything, I guess. All it does is make it immune to Ghost, which is a problem for my ghosties.
This is too spooky.
Which is what you have Crunch for.
Exactly. It's not immune to having its face bitten off. That's the strategy for most of this fight, is bite their faces off. Just do all of the crunching.
I love how in Pokemon Science it being a huge jackass is...
Goddamn tail glows. Actually, oh yes, good old Perish song. That's a good way of cheesing the battles in this. But one thing I found really interesting actually is I recently read an article about how the Pokemon type matchups make any remote sense because some of them seem really obscure. And something I thought was quite clever is that Psychic-type Pokemon, everything that beats them is a type of fear. So you have Dark-type, which is a fear of the dark, Bug-type, which is a fear of bugs, and Ghost-type, fear of ghosts, and that's all of Psychic's weaknesses. Just one of those little things.
What does that mean for Fairy-type?
Well, Fairy doesn't beat Psychic, so nobody's scared of fairies, apparently. There you go. Actually, the thing I think it was a video I watched, to be fair, but I don't think it mentioned fairies. I think it was a little too old to include fairy types, but hey, there's probably logic behind fairy typing. I think it's all to do with like fairy tales and stuff. Anyways, good old Perish Song is slowly but surely killing all of the Pokemon currently in play. The key when you use Perish Song is to either use a move like Mean Look, or something that forces the opponents to stay in the battlefield, so that Tate and Liza can't just swap Pokemon and avoid the insta-death, which their AI is actually clever enough to do. So yeah, you have to come up with clever solutions to that little issue.
Looking at some of this, I'm kind of curious what some of the more later Pokemon would look like if you turn them back into sprites.
That is a very good point. I kind of wish they did that more.
Like, I kind of wonder what would the Ultra Beasts look like?
Oh, they'd probably look weird. Like, some of their designs are clearly made with 3D models in mind. I think that could be said for a lot of Gen 6 and 7 Pokemon, is that they probably didn't even consider spriting the Pokemon before making 3D models of them. But then again, I do believe, I think it was Pokemon Showdown. They did used to make sprites of newer Pokemon before they just started implementing the 3D models. So I'm pretty sure those sprites exist out there, albeit all fan-made.
Oh yeah, it's a rock.
Yep. Lunatone. So in the original game, Tate and Liza's actual signature Pokemon were Solrock and Lunatone, both rock and psychic type. Nightmare to kill. Absolute nightmare, because they love using Calm Mind to buff all of their stats. All the stats that matter, all the dangerous ones. And they have shit like Solar Beam and, just straight up Psychic and Psy Beam, so they can sweep you pretty goddamn easily. Thankfully, I have a bunch of moves that basically just cheese the enemies in this game that could be used to defeat anybody, because they do set amounts of damage. And in some cases, unavoidable death. I'm resorting to cheap tactics is what I'm saying now. This is the logical endpoint of this LP, is where I just find ways of cheesing everything.
Well, yeah, because you keep leveling everything up for some insane reason.
Oh, you've got to level things up to evolve them, so I can get everything. But that leaves me kind of stuck at points.
Wow, that was a bit rough.
I'm not totally winning this so far, but obviously, persistence is the key to this one. I'm pretty sure it took me 3 or 4 attempts to win this fight.
Good thing Metagross is a beast.
Oh, yes it is. Even at level 48, Metagross can still do a lot of damage to these guys. And, no shame in spamming items.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to abuse this double team mechanic to have one person attack and the rest just kind of do triage.
Yep. I can literally allocate one of my Pokemon to healing duty. And that's okay. Oh my god, are you serious?
Oh no!
Owned!
No!
Bullshit.
Rough. That's rough, dude.
That's like a 10% chance of happening.
Also, no. Well, at least Lunatone's gone.
I'll tell you what, freezing in this game is not as bad as in Gen 1, where if you get frozen, you've lost.
Well, you have to have a healing item or use a fire type attack, otherwise you're frozen forever.
Yep. And you can't use items against other players, so if you're frozen, you're fucked.
Oh.
I feel like Metagross isn't going to have a good time against this Solrock.
You say that, but I don't know if this Solrock has the fire attacks that it's actually renowned for having in the actual game. I'm going to hazard a guess and say, no, it's just going to try and spam Solar Beam. It just has Solar Beam. I can work with this. And by work with this, I mean I could punch this Solrock in the goddamn face and rip off half of its health.
More than half. That's like 3/4.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, the ghosts drag the spirit of this psychic pig to the underworld.
Yep, that's a sentence you just said, and it was accurate.
What a ghost face killer.
Ah, you. Okay, just 2 more Pokemon left to go. Plenty of confusion and supports. Another Metal Claw right to Solrock's face should do the job on that front. Yes!
No, hopefully it's not faster than us.
I mean, it is, but I don't think it's stronger. I don't think it's strong enough to kill Psyche with a Solar Beam. Yep, no, not even remotely. Where's your stab now, you bastard?
Yeah, that's the thing about Alakazam. Its special attack and defense are absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was just kind of underwhelming.
Well, anyways, let's kill this Espeon.
Seriously, Solar Beam? On a fire psychic type?
It's probably just an AI thing. Like, the AI kind of has a routine where it looks at all the attacks and thinks, which one will do the most damage, but won't think of things like charge up turns, or whether or not you're just going to swap out your Pokemon, all that sort of stuff.
It's probably on Solrock to catch trainers off guard. Oh, you decided to bring a water type. Well, get wrecked.
Mm-hmm. But joke's on you, I've only just brought Scurvy out now. Okay, just... Espeon, can you just die already now? We've finished the fight, we've won. Be great if you could just kind of stop. No, Tate and Liza, come on. Are you just gonna do this to spite us now? We've won the fight.
Tate and Liza used Max Revive!
They just heal they use Sacred Ash and their whole team just comes back.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if that was actually a thing they could do in any of the games?
Oh my god, that would be so infuriating if any of the games allowed that.
Just do it once, but just to have it show up just the one time.
Just, no, I can't even abide by the thought of that. It's just too upsetting. Alright, come on, Espeon. Get wrecked already, please. Thank you. That should be enough.
Tate and Liza used Hyper Potion.
No, I'm gonna kill it before she can heal it.
I am honestly surprised you actually hit with Rock Tomb.
It's not as unreliable as one would think. Oh my god, please don't actually. Don't actually have another item.
Let's see how much time is left in this video.
Oh my god, I swear to god! Tate and Liza! Why?
You're going to use an Earthquake again, and you're going to fuck over Terabyte.
I'm gonna kill Terabyte with it! Like, Jesus Christ!
This is their final trick!
Get owned!
Oh, for Christ's sake! I'm gonna do so much more damage to my own ally that, yeah, well, the critical, thanks game.
You crit!
Go me.
This Espeon can actually die in a hole.
I did it good.
Resurrect the rest of your team, you dipshit!
I've gotta bring someone back! I can't risk Scurvy getting killed!
Bring back Apocalypse, he might actually be able to help!
You know what, I'm gonna guarantee that this goddamn Espeon dies.
It wasted a turn using light screen, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. I'll just bite it. I'll just bite it to death.
Eat it.
I'm pretty sure they don't have any more full restores. Or hyper potions. Or anything.
You're letting it power up.
Oh god.
Wow. That did, like, no damage.
Did all of fucking nothing.
After all the calm minds, the Espeon is, like, unbreakable. Can't.
Good thing Mud Slap.
Oh my god! Tate and Liza!
Maybe you should just treat.
Well, they run out eventually.
Maybe you should just cheat at this point.
Maybe I should just use Perish Song. Maybe it's the only way out of this hell. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna kill you with insta-kill.
And now it's using Reflect.
Fuck you forever, Espeon.
You should probably resurrect another dude just so this doesn't, instantly kill you.
I'm going to. I'm not gonna end on a tie. I'm not that daft. I got your number, Espeon.
Says the guy who killed his own teammate using Earthquake. Twice.
Shush. That didn't happen.
Look, there are these things called acceptable losses.
I will choke this Espeon with the bodies of my fallen.
Oh my god, I would have been so mad if I had to spend more healing items because of an errant psychic.
That's not errant, you let it power up!
Well, now it's gonna get killed with an evil song, so joke's on you, Espeon. I'm just gonna keep throwing things at you.
Yay, my mud slaps have done some work.
Oh wait, no, you might actually just kill it normally.
You know, I'll take what I could get at this point. Wow, that special defense drop was brutal. That actually did the job for me. There we go.
But we had like 40 more hyper potions!
Our combination of spamming all the items was shattered.
That's a lot of Poké Dollars.
Do you know what I think happened? I think they had 2 characters worth of potions, because they had 2 potions each, whereas most gym leaders just have the 2.
Like, these kids just gave you like $300.
You know what? Good. I'm glad. I'll tell you what, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they're like full-on kids though. They actually get de-aged to the point where they're like creepy 8-year-olds. Which kind of makes the psychically linked children thing all the more disconcerting.
Are you saying you're not okay with the idea of your sibling knowing everything you think?
Yeah, funnily enough, no. Yeah, God no.